Okay, let's get into chapter 10, the harmonic system. And let's start off by looking at the harmonic system in major keys. In this chapter, you will learn how to choose chords to fit a melody. The logic in the harmonic system will help you in making your own chord choices later on when you're maybe harmonizing existing melodies or composing your own music. So let's start off by examining the chords for two songs contained within the songbook. So go ahead and look at Down in the Valley on page 247 in your songbook, and then look at My Hat on page 261 in your book. So go ahead and pause this video and just kind of look through there, see what chords are being used, and the popular music chord symbols are used there. So go ahead and pause this video, and then after you do that, join me on slide number 2. Okay, so slide number 2, an examination of Down in the Valley shows that it has how many chords? How many different chords? Right? Well, there are only two different chords, right? There's G, and there is D7. Right? G chord, G, B, D, and D7, D, F sharp, A, C. And an examination of My Hat shows that it too only has two different chords, right? And here they are C and G7. Right? C being C, E, G, and G7, G, B, D, F, right? Note also that Down in the Valley, the one with G and D7, is in the key of G, right? And also My Hat is in a different key. It's in the key of C, okay? Now, take a moment. You can pause this video. Go ahead and listen to these songs. The link is provided here on slide number 2. Okay, and then after you listen to those songs, rejoin me here on slide number 3. So, at first glance, it may not be so easy to see the similarity between the chords for these two songs, right? Down in the Valley and My Hat. But the illustration below clearly shows that the two chords are built on the tonic and the dominant scale degrees in both songs, right? So let's look at that in a little bit more depth here. So let's look at the chords for Down in the Valley, G and D7. First of all, ask yourself, what key is Down in the Valley in? Right? Well, if you look at the key signature, we see 1 sharp, right? And we also see, so that automatically should tell you it's either in the key of G major or E minor. But since we have, it looks like we have a scale here that starts on G and ends on G, we can tell it's in G major. So maybe go ahead and play that scale, right? G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So now the chords that are used in Down in the Valley are built on the tonic scale degree, right? Meaning scale degree number 1. So here's our chord, right? Our tonic chord in the key of G. And we also are using the chord built on the dominant, or on the 5th scale degree, which is D, right? So then we have our D chord. And in this case, we've added a 7th, right? Which means that we're adding a minor 7th above the root of the chord, right? So what's a minor 7th above D? D, and a minor seventh would be C, right? So D, F sharp, A, C. And so those are the two chords. They're built on the tonic and the dominant. Now, look at my hat also. What key is my hat in? So my hat looks like it's in the key of C, right? There are no sharps or flats in the key signature, so that automatically tells me that it's either in the key of C or A minor. Now, I do see a C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So now I know, okay, it's in the key of C. So the chords here are built on the tonic scale degree, right? Meaning scale degree number 1, and also the 5th scale degree, right? G in this case. Okay, so the point here is that the chords are built on the tonic and dominant for both songs in their respective keys. So, to wrap this up here, the chords based on the tonic and dominant are the most common chords in music based on major and minor scales. Okay?